Adagio Park was a pleasant place to play, but the happiness happened only during the day. Every late morning and early afternoon, kids would have fun. Adults would play too. And the people were happy in the town that they loved, but only when the sun would shine from above, because in this small town called Adagio Park, everyone there was afraid of the dark. The town would grow quiet as the sky lost its light. All playing would stop for the upcoming night. When the sun would go down, they all stayed inside. They locked all their doors. They all nearly cried. A dark and scary forest surrounded the small town, and from it came creepy noises and frightening sounds. But there was a young woman who had an idea. She wasn't afraid. Her name was Sophia. When all went to bed and lightly did doze, she dressed all in black from her head to her toes. She walked out of town and into the night. Something could give her an awful fright. But she was quite certain if something arose, nothing could see her in her dark clothes. The woods were quite gloomy while Sophia was exploring, but then she had heard something, and without any warning, a glowing white light rose up from the ground. There was a ghost in a tree flying around. She wanted to hide, the ghost could be mean, but then she remembered she couldn't be seen. And what did Sophia notice, much to her surprise? The ghost had looked frightened. She didn't know why. The ghost was not something Sophia had planned, but he looked like he needed a hand. So she decided to give an introduction a try, with a simple wave or hello or maybe a hi. Hi, she had said. Sophia stood up and waved. The ghost then screamed, for he was not brave. He zoomed through the sky, he zipped through the air. Sophia could only watch from the ground with a stare. And after many twists and turns and fleets, the scared ghost immediately did retreat. She walked back to town, and slowly she did creep, for the people of Adagio Park were still fast asleep. She didn't like the clothes that kept her out of sight. The ghost had been frightened because she had hid in the night. But if the ghost can see Sophia, would he still be scared? She took off her black cape to show the ghost she cared. She had an idea and wanted to go back and put on all white instead of all black. She headed back to the woods with a new plan in mind. She would not sneak up on the ghost she would find. Back in the dark forest and up in the air, the ghost was still frightened, the ghost was still scared. The ghost had then noticed, just within sight, someone was there, dressed all in white. The ghost quickly stopped, but he still did stay. Sophia then stopped so she could then say, "My name is Sophia. I'm not here to scare. I'm not a ghost, but I really do care." The ghost said, "My name is Sam, and I've lost my way. I am a ghost from Half Moonlight Bay. Perhaps you would know which way to go?" Sophia did not. Her answer was no. "But I will still help, and we'll find your way. We'll get you back to Half Moonlight Bay." So they did walk and float to Half Moonlight Bay. Sophia began to worry that she is far away, when the ghost said, "There is my hometown." There was a short path, and they made their way down. The folks of the town were extremely surprised when Sam and a person dressed in white had arrived. And Sophia did gasp and almost ran away when she saw the ghosts, monsters, and ghouls of Half Moonlight Bay. "Aren't you afraid?" a ghoul then did say. "A human has never seen Half Moonlight Bay." Sam had then said I was lost in the dark. This is my friend from Adagio Park. Is this a trick? The mayor didn't ask. You're friends with the person who's wearing a mask. Sophia said I gave Sam an awful fright, but I wanted to help. Is that all right? Sophia was shocked when they all disappeared. She sadly turned around. Was she someone they had feared? But there was no reason for her to be concerned. They all had chocolate and candy when they returned. Have a treat, the mayor had said. Before you go home, you must be fed. Everyone there quickly ate the treats, candies and goodies. It was a mighty big feast. And Sophia, with monsters, ghouls, and ghosts alike, enjoyed eating sweets for the rest of the night. Sophia then said, I must now embark and get back to my home in Adagio Park. Would you like to come? Sophia did ask. She didn't realize this was a daunting task. It was a place every ghost, ghoul, and monster had feared. A ghost said, humans don't like us. They think we're weird. Sophia said, that's not true. They're just scared of the dark. No Adagio Parkian has been out of Adagio Park. Then Sam stepped forward and was quite brave and bold. I will come with you if it's true what you've told. More folks than volunteered, I'll go with you. Don't forget me, I can go too. So all the folks of Half Moonlight Bay gathered their goodies and started to say, let's go to Adagio Park with a smile, in hopes the humans would come out for a while. With candies and chocolate they carried in their hands, they floated and walked and marched across the land to the place that they were feared and despised the most, an unwelcome place for a monster, ghoul, or ghost. Sophia and her friends soon had arrived. The people of her town were surprised she survived. These are my friends, Sophia did say. These are the folks of Half Moonlight Bay. The people of Adagio Park stood there and stared at the monsters, ghouls, and ghosts that could easily scare. The people of Half Moonlight Bay couldn't speak. The humans at any moment could scream or shriek. Everyone look! Sophia happily did shout. Something that will give you very little doubt. The ghosts, ghouls, and monsters brought chocolate candy treats, in hopes we wouldn't be afraid if we all came out to eat. The people of Adagio Park stepped forward slightly and tried the treats the guests brought politely. Very soon, everyone took Sophia's advice. They ate candy, talked, laughed, and realized they were nice. And ghosts, ghouls, monsters, and humans alike learned that neither ever wanted to fright. A simple hello and a kindly greeting soon became a regular meeting. To celebrate their friendship and their footsteps they would trace, Sophia specifically set up a time and a place. We'll meet every year on October 31st, but on this great day, we'll act in reverse. We'll dress up like you as monsters, ghouls, and ghosts, and you'll dress like humans and we'll alternate hosts. The last day of October will be celebrated by all. By humans that are tall and monsters that are small. And the holiday for us to create this delightful scene, we'll dress up and eat candy on every Halloween.